Hello and welcome, everyone. I am your homemade coach and nutritionist, Maddie Kuhn, and I'm joined today by Kirsten. Go ahead and say hi, Kirsten.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us. Kirsten's been a member since December of last year, so it's about 5 months now, and she's going to share a little bit of her story. So we'll kick it off with what was life like for you prior to joining the homemade method?
Sure. So I've had a lot of years of not taking care of myself. I was a special needs mom, so I was a caregiver first and foremost. And if any of you know caregivers or are one, you know that you usually don't put your oxygen mask on first. You're just so busy taking care of your loved one, or loved ones, that you don't think about yourself. So that's what I did. I had a special needs son, and he required a lot of attention, particularly in the last 4 years of his life, because he was in and out of the hospital, and I was with him every step of the way. So I really didn't have time to focus on nutrition or fitness or anything. I was just convenience eating, emotional eating, and the like. My Ryan passed away in June of last year. And my promise to him was that Mama was going to start taking care of herself. And it took a while. It took a few months of deep grieving, of backing away from fight and flight and just learning how to relax again. And then I started seeing a lot of doctors to see, okay, what damage have I done in the past number of years? Because to be quite honest, I wasn't doing that unless I had to, unless it was an emergency. I had signs that there were things that were wrong, but I didn't want to investigate because I couldn't handle both taking care of myself and taking care of my son. So that leads me to finding out some of my results. And I
Yeah.
found out that, well, I already knew that I was overweight and I was in the obesity range. And I knew that. And I had high cholesterol. I had fatty liver,
Mm,
and I had they were suspecting that I had diabetes, although I didn't have the several markers to prove that.
yeah.
So my
You-
gastroenterologist, oh,
Okay.
go
Yeah.
ahead. My
I was,
gastroenterologist, do you want to go
no,
ahead?
no,
Okay.
you go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. He had a heart to heart with me in early December that I was going down a road that may not be reversible. Cancer risk, also just issues related to my GI system that needed to be resolved, my liver, and I started listening, and I'm like, I know I need to make these changes. He
And
he
you
said,
had the space, you had the
and I have
space
the space
now.
to do it.
Yeah, and you've
Exactly.
made the commitment
Yeah, I
to,
didn't really have any excuses anymore.
yeah. Well, I mean, there was definitely
You
grief
know,
is definitely an
it's
excuse.
a big one. It's a big
Yeah.
one. But, grief, I feel, is love.
Yeah.
It's just an expression of love. And, I've learned that I've learned to embrace the grief. It's hard, but I've learned to embrace it and just know that it's going to have its ebbs and flows. And but if I didn't love, I wouldn't grieve.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
So anyway, it was a transition time that I needed to take care of myself and
Yeah.
really take that seriously. He suggested that I go on a Mediterranean diet to try to reverse the fatty liver, to lose some weight, as well as to bring down that A1C. And And around this time, I was already doing my own research, and I came across the homemade method. And I was thinking, okay, everything that I'm reading about this from the outside looks really good because you know what? This is for women. This is for women my age. And
Yes.
there's very few things that focus on taking care of us. So I just decided to take the leap. And wow, it's been life changing.
Oh. That makes me so happy to hear. We're so happy to have you in our program, and you've made quite impressive progress since you've joined back in December. In
Mhm.
these, short 5 months, let's talk about what you've achieved because it's really
Sure.
amazing. I'm so proud of you for the results you've gotten so far in your journey.
Sure, absolutely. So to date, I've lost 42 pounds. I do credit about 10 pounds of that to having a gastro bug. I don't suggest that to anybody. But the good news is that when I healed from that, I went directly onto homemade. And so I didn't regain that weight, which normally when you're sick and get well, you'll regain that weight. So I do credit homemade for the full weight loss. But it might have been a little speedier because of that. Well, who knows? We'll never know. So 42 pounds lost. I have reversed the fatty liver. So that's not a consideration at the moment if I continue to do what I'm doing. And my A1C is coming down. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have a marker of what it probably was at its highest point. I'm
That's
guessing with my primary care, we're guessing it was substantially higher than what it is today, or what it was when I last had it tested. But we think that through, so for that reason, I haven't been put on any medications for diabetes. Right now, I'm managing it through eating because I'm considered a stable diabetic.
amazing.
And we suspect that the next time that I test that, I might slip below and be in remission. So we'll see. Time will tell. But I trust the process. I trust what I'm eating, and we'll see. And if by chance I don't reach that goal in the next m- labs, I'm hoping that I'll be able to continue to bring that down and eventually be there, or else stay in that stable state where I don't need to go on medication.
Yeah, well, all signs are pointing that you are on the right path.
Yeah,
42 pounds lost, reversed fatty liver, decreased A1C, and you're feeling so much better, right?
I am. I
Yeah,
am.
all
Yes.
of those are such important markers that are showing your body is healing and it's like
Right.
healing really well and at a pretty like spectacular rate, quite honestly,
Mhm.
um, in a short 5 months. So yeah,
Thank you.
I'm excited to see what your next labs
Yeah.
are and excited to support you through it. It's amazing that you have taken the reins and are really staying committed to that promise that you made your son, take care of yourself. I'm really
Yeah.
proud of you for that.
I'm I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm happy. I feel blessed. And I'm
Yeah.
just so thankful to Homemade for making that possible. And
Oh,
make and developing a program that I honestly feel is life sustainable.
yes.
Because when friends or people ask, so when are you going to be done with this diet? Like, first of all, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And I'm not going to be done with it. This is going to be, I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my days. At
I
least
love
I
that.
hope I will be. That's my
Yeah.
full intent.
Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. Like it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle because that's exactly how we intend it to be. It's to be doable for the rest of your life. So you lengthen your health span and you are living comfortably and joyfully and energetically for the rest of your days.
Mm-hmm.
And not miserable or sick, doing the best you can to take care of this one body you got. So
Right.
it's so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I'd love to hear, like, so you've made all this incredible progress. I'd love to hear, like, what are you doing? Like, so people who may not know exactly what we do, like, what are you doing to achieve these results?
Okay, so I primarily eat homemade recipes. There are times when I'm on the road or something like that that it may not be as accessible. But that's few and far between. For the most part, I'm able to be at home. But if I am going to run errands or whatnot, I'll grab a muffin or I'll grab some nuts or a healthy snack that I can eat rather than going. And I used to drive through fast food drive-throughs and stop off and get some junk to get me home. Not doing that anymore. So if I do need something that is not a homemade recipe, then I stick to the principles. I stick to, protein, fiber, and fat. And if you have those, I feel like if you have those three things in the mix of any meal or snack, there's also a place for like maybe a little hint of dark chocolate or something, you know.
Yes, there is.
So there are things that I think that other plans or other weight loss programs and whatnot. I agree this is a lifestyle because it allows us as women to enjoy what we eat. And I love what I eat. So honestly, where I've kind of landed is I've landed that I was never much of a breakfast eater. And now breakfast is the most important meal of my day. So that's probably my biggest meal of the day, although, and I've landed on either, kind of savory like eggs and, like the Western omelet I love,
That's such a good one.
or I actually do a lot of the high protein smoothies as well with chia seeds. Flax doesn't necessarily work for me, but ground chia works great.
That's so great.
So that's like my breakfast. Lunch, I have a variety of things. Sometimes if I've had a smoothie, I might like punt the eggs or, because I love breakfast food so much that I might punt that to lunch or a wrap or, any of the other lunch options. I've had that Parmesan, chicken. That's so
So
fantastic.
good. The stovetop chicken parm.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it's so good. You know what
Delicious.
I love all of these things you're mentioning. So it's like whole real food.
Right,
You're
right.
cooking it yourself, but
Mhm.
you're eating like a what should be
Yes,
like a normal person. You're just
right.
eating normal foods that you go find at the
Exactly.
grocery store. And I think that's
Well, and I think one of the things I love about it is that the recipes are so diverse that I can continue to eat. So I mean, I love to eat Mexican food. I love Thai food, so and there are recipes for these
yeah,
things that are like
fit right
healthier
in.
recipes. So, the pad Thai, I love the wonton soup. I'm a big soup person, so honestly, for dinner, I usually have a soup or I have like a hearty stew. I try honestly, um, for dinner, I kind of front load my carbs, shall we say.
Mhm.
Like if I'm going to have like a potato or grain, I usually front load that in the early part of my day when I have greater energy needs and like as I'm, kind of working my way through the day, I try for dinner to just focus on more the protein, the fat, and maybe, for carbs, doing more vegetables. Um,
That's
so
awesome.
that's kind of how I've taken the approach, and that's worked for me. So I've continued to do that.
Yeah.
And honestly, the meals are so satisfying that I haven't really had to um, eat snacks. I know they're available, and I wouldn't feel guilty if I have a day that I'm hungry. But I haven't been because, again, I think what you've taught us is to listen to those satiety signals,
Yeah.
and that makes a huge difference in how much you eat. I don't clean my plate anymore. That's not my goal. My goal is to be satisfied.
I love that.
And with that, I don't ever feel bloated or it's like even Thanksgiving, everybody else felt miserable and I felt fine because I didn't overeat.
I love it. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing to carry with you no matter what you're eating. So I love that you're already doing that. there's a tip that anyone can take away from here today. It's eat until you're satisfied at
Yeah,
every meal,
yeah,
and you will feel so much better, even if you are eating out or eating a bit like eating a holiday meal.
yeah. I guess it wasn't Thanksgiving, that was Christmas. I was still eating bad at Thanksgiving, but
You
yeah,
hadn't quite
Easter.
found yeah, you hadn't joined yet.
And
No
it was
worries.
on Easter. I did have it was coinciding with my birthday, so I did have a piece of cake, and you know, it was just okay for me.
Yeah, yeah.
One small piece was like, yeah, this is I used to love this, but I don't anymore because it's too sweet and I
No.
can taste ingredients in here that that I don't really want to be eating anymore.
Yeah.
So, it was a test, it was also a test, but I try not to I don't want to get back into the ultra processed cravings that you eat a Dorito and all of a sudden you've eaten the bag.
Yep.
So I try not to go down those rabbit holes, because the what you've provided for us, what you've suggested as healthy options, it's all super satisfying and tastes good, and it tastes even better when you don't have all that ultra processed food in the mix.
Agreed. Well, your taste buds are starting, like they start to shine again. They start to absorb so much more information from the whole natural foods. And so a strawberry, like for example,
Right?
you'll taste notes of sweetness and tang and like all of these different flavors. But if you're eating a ton of processed food, it won't taste like much because your
No,
taste buds are just wiped.
right.
It's
And
quite interesting.
I don't like the taste. I mean, I used to be a I used to drink Diet Mountain Dew as my breakfast beverage of
Oh, wow.
choice.
Different.
And
You're different now.
I wouldn't even be able to drink a can of it anymore. It doesn't taste good.
Yep. Look at you go.
Mm.
Well, it is absolutely inspiring and incredible the journey that you are on and have been through. And I'm so grateful that you shared it with us. Thank you so
Oh,
much for your time, Kirsten, and thank you everyone for joining us.
thank you.